Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My throat's a hot mess, so it just is what it is. For today's video, I am going to talk about Christmas and gift giving. Kind of a plan of action, how to get there, how to do it. Not in the sense of giving a gift, but the whole process behind Christmas. Now, I want to, make a disclaimer, if you will. Christmas is not about gifts. It shouldn't be about gifts. But at the same time, gifts are a part of it, whether we like it or not, for the most part, for most families, I should say. If your family doesn't do gifts or anything like that, that's awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's very, very cool. But my family does gifts. If you're my family member, I ask that you please click out because I'm not giving like details, but at the same time, it's just, I don't know, click out. So with that being said, I'm just gonna kind of dive in on what I do. The very first important thing about gift giving is having a budget. That is the most important. It's different across the board. Every family is different. So it's very important for you to find that number that you're comfortable with your family. If you are not able to pay your bills, if you're drowning in debt, if you were to have a really big hospital bill come January 1st and you can't pay it, you should not be buying gifts. It's a hard reality for your family if they're gift givers or whatever. Maybe just have a conversation with them beforehand. But you should not be spending your money on gifts. Your kids don't need them. They will survive. You're really teaching your kids not great things if you can't pay your own bills or if you can't, do things financially, but yet you're going to go blow money on things that they... Yes. You're spending money on frivolous things, and that's what gifts are. They are frivolous. So with that being said, I'm going to just go into details about what I do. First things first is creating that budget, and Christmas comes every year. It's not a surprise. It's not a different date every year. It's the same day every year. So you should be budgeting for it. And that's not to say that you should have a ton of money for Christmas, because again, everyone's budget looks totally different. But whether your budget is $1,000, your budget's $500, or if your budget is $100, you should come January, you should be saving a little bit each month, whether that's $10 a month, $100 a month, whatever that is for your family, you should be saving every month. There's no excuse if you have room in your budget to not be saving. So, come December, it's not, I went hunting today, so that's why I look like this. But, there's no excuse to throw it on a credit card because you did not plan accordingly. So, create your budget, that what your family agrees on, that's best for you guys, and stick to it. The next step is decide what your schedule is. We're almost halfway into November. You should probably have an idea of what you're doing for Christmas, what your family's doing for Christmas, dates, that kind of thing. Because your budget, your Christmas gifts, all of that stuff depend on what date you're having. For example, my dad's side, a few of them are going to be out of town for Christmas, and so we are having Christmas a week early. It just works best for us. It's a way for us all to get together, and that's important for us, and that's fine. But that's one less week I have to prepare for that Christmas. So it's something to note and, handle accordingly. Maybe that Christmas should be what I handle first and then vice versa. Now, come the week before Christmas, I hope you're not still having to worry about what you're getting people. If you haven't done it already, I hope you at least have the plan of what you're going to do. If you don't, well, that's a whole other video. But, just to understand, have a schedule for your Christmas. Next is to get a piece of paper and have the budget at the top, because again, that's most important, and group it by, maybe you can either group it by family. So if, like for me, my side and then Garrett's side, or mom's side, dad's side, whatever works for your family. And then write all their names out. And throughout the year, I do actually keep, hold on, my phone's gonna die, but I have it plugged in. Give me 1 second. Why isn't this? There we go. Okay. Throughout the year, I keep a section in my notes for ideas, gift ideas for people, whether it's my husband, my kids, a family member. If you hear them mention something that they need, if you hear them, or like maybe something broke and you are over there and they're like, and you know, that's probably something they wouldn't replace themselves, make note of that. That's a great gift. That's a thoughtful gift, because you are listening and you're paying attention to them, and that's thoughtful. So create a note, like a little tab in your notes for Christmas gift ideas. On Pinterest, have a section in your Pinterest for gift ideas. If you like to make things, or if you think something you saw is really cool, you can make it private where no one can see, and you know, do that over the course of the year, and it makes Christmas easier. So at this point now, refer back to those lists that you created when you're writing it out, you know, and also include things like stocking stuffers, and write it out detailed, like line item by line item. Mommy, that way, I don't have any more, Bubba. I'm about to make dinner. That way, as you go, you can mark things off as you buy them. So you're able to keep track. Make sure you get all the things you want for each family member. If you're making someone something, have all the ingredient lists down. Buy them throughout the course of, you know, a couple weeks, so you don't have to buy it all at once out of your pocket, and mark it off as you go. It'll just make it easier on your budget. So with that being said, you know, I'm gonna end it here because because he's getting crazy and hungry, and I'm gonna make dinner. But plan for Christmas. You know it's coming. And you know it's here. I'm just gonna hold my thing because he's messing with it. Just for, you know, reference, I like to make a lot of my gifts. I just do. I also buy used gifts, and what I mean by that is, you know, like kids' presents. There's nothing wrong with buying, you know, a toy used. There's nothing wrong with that. Your kids don't know any difference, and if they have to have something new, well, there may be a problem with your child. You may need to have another conversation, because that's ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with something being used. And so, you know, keep an eye on Facebook Marketplace, or there's lots of cool apps that you can buy things used, and, you know, clean it up, wrap it up all nice and pretty so they have something to unwrap, and call it a day. So hopefully this video was helpful. I don't know if I'll be making more videos about Christmas before then, but who knows? I may be. If you have not yet, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.